Hi, I'm Ray Wilson, and I'd like to show you the latest project we've developed here at Music from Outer Space. This is the new Sound Lab Ultimate. It's a single-board analog synth with some great features. The Ultimate has 3 musically accurate Vcos. Each VCO has excellent tracking over 6 or more octaves, fine and coarse frequency adjustment, pulse width adjustment, variable width rectangle, and sawtooth output waveforms. There are 3 1-volt per octave control voltage inputs, 2 from the front panel banana jacks, and 1 from a 1/4-inch jack on the auxiliary panel. There's a pulse width modulation input for the rectangle waveform, a linear voltage control input, and a hard sync input for each of the oscillators. The Ultimate's audio mixer combines the outputs of the VCOs, an external input from the auxiliary panel's 1/4-inch input jack, and the white noise generator. The white noise generator's output is also fed directly to 2 panel-mounted banana jacks for use as a modulation or sampling source. The mixer's output is fed to the input of the voltage-controlled filter, a 12 dB per octave low-pass filter. The filter has controls for initial cutoff frequency, AR envelope modulation, LFO1 modulation, and resonance. When the resonance control is turned all the way up, the filter can be used as a sine wave oscillator. There are also 3 external control voltage inputs for the VCF, 2 front panel banana jacks, and 1 from a 1/4-inch jack on the auxiliary panel. On the final version, I added a scale adjust trimmer pot to aid in approximating the filter's response to 1 volt per octave. The filter's output is fed to the input of the voltage-controlled amplifier. The VCA responds logarithmically to control voltage. The VCA has controls for initial amplitude, AR envelope modulation, and LFO2 modulation. The output of the VCA is fed to the output level control and then on to the 1/4-inch line output jack on the auxiliary panel. The Ultimate provides several modulation sources. The attack-release envelope generator has attack and release time controls and a mode switch to go between triggered and gated mode. In triggered mode, the rising edge of the gate is used to trigger the AR generator. In this mode, the AR generator always completes the attack cycle before entering the release cycle. In gated mode, the AR generator follows the gate. When the gate is present, the attack cycle begins, and if the gate is maintained, the attack cycle will complete, and the output will stay at maximum until the gate is removed. When the gate is removed, the AR generator enters the release cycle. If the gate is removed prior to completion of the attack cycle, the AR generator enters the release cycle. The range control affects the attack and release times and gives the AR generator a nice wide range. Attack and release times from a few milliseconds in short range to 10 seconds or more in long range are possible. The front panel mounted manual gate allows the AR generator to be gated manually. The gate-triggered banana jack permits connection to external gate or trigger sources. When an external trigger is used, the AR generator always operates in triggered mode. The output of the AR generator is normalized to both the VCF AR mod pot and the VCA AR mod pot. Additionally, it is fed to front panel banana jacks for patching to external control inputs. The repeat gate generator can be used to provide a gating source for the AR generator or as an additional square wave LFO. The repeat gate rate sets the frequency of this module's square wave output. On the final version, I added an LED driver to indicate the repeat gate rate. The Ultimate has 2 low-frequency oscillators. Each can output several waveforms: square, ramp, triangle, and sawtooth. They each have a rate control and a range control. In low range, the LFO goes from a cycle about every 10 seconds or so to about 60 hertz. In high range, the LFO goes from about a half a hertz to about 300 hertz. The outputs of the LFOs are normalized to the VCF LFO1 mod pot and the VCA LFO2 mod pot. Additionally, each LFO's output is fed to front panel banana jacks for patching to external control voltage inputs. The SoundLab Ultimate Sample and Hold module features sample rate and glide time. It is completely patchable and accepts any of the Ultimate's outputs as an input. The Sample and Hold's outputs can be used to modulate any other CB controllable module. The trigger is output each time a new sample is taken and can be used to trigger the AR generator. On the final version, I added an LED driver to indicate the sample rate and correctly labeled this trigger. Last but not least is the attenuator vent. The attenuators are panel-mounted pots wired as variable voltage dividers, which can be used to adjust the level of any modulation source. Just connect a modulation source to the attenuator's input and connect the attenuator's output to a CV input and use the pot to adjust the modulation level. With all of its modules and all of its patching capability, I think the SoundLab Ultimate is going to be one of your favorite synthesizers. And remember, a SoundLab Ultimate expander is already on the drawing board and will be available from Music from Outer Space in the very near future. Now, I'd like to demonstrate some patches and give you a little taste of what the Ultimate can do. The only added effect will be reverb. This is kind of a stringy sound. This is kind of a moogie sound, I think. Patch. Another kind of spacey patch. You can use the attenuators to kind of produce a delayed vibrato. The filter is an oscillator.